In EPPING. My name is Robert Ozzimo and I proudly represent the company of Harcourts, Rata and Co. I'm joined here today by the award-winning team in blue. Should you require their advice, please feel free to approach either Giordano, Ivan and of course Joel Viavattene and Emilia Faba, who no doubt you've met throughout the marketing campaign. By with you the following announcements, which in place to help you bid and buy with absolute confidence here today. The auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that were made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for a property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have a reserve price as the auctioneer. I'll indicate bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids, prohibits major disruptions by bidders and prohibits bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding and provides for fines for such conduct. The rules permit for vendor bids. The words I'll use during the auction to indicate that I'm making a bid on behalf of the vendor are vendor bid, and by law only I, as the auctioneer, can make a vendor bid. The contract of sale has been on display prior to today's auction. We call for 10% deposit upon the fall of the hammer and the signing of that contract to take place here today, and the balance to be paid at settlement in 60 days time, at which time the vendor will provide the lucky buyer with vacant possession of the property. All in all, quite a straightforward contract. Everything's in there, everything's quite clear. Buyers is with my highest recommendation what we offer for your consideration and competition here today. What a great opportunity for the first home buyer among us, a great opportunity for perhaps even the downsize, and a great opportunity for you and your family to get into this great estate here in EPPING, in the heart of EPPING. Access to absolutely everything that you need. Parkland is close as the end of the street. Easy access to shopping, schools, transport. The list goes on and on. Add to that a great home, a free-flowing floor plan incorporating 4 bedrooms, serviced by 2 bathrooms. Ticks absolutely every single list, every single box in the list. If you'd like to get the sold sticker on the board, buyers, right now is your opportunity to secure that right. Where can I see a fair and reasonable starting bid for 7 Ambrosia? Who'd like to start us off? I don't mind the call, buyers. I'm in your hands. Start me where you like.
600.
I had 670 here, if you don't mind, so I'm going to go with the 670. At 670,000, and welcome and best of luck. At 670, the bid. At 670,000, fairly been offered, perhaps round me off to 7. At 670, got. At 670,000, fairly been offered, here my right, there's the bid, there's the competition. At 80?
Yes.
I'm asking for 700 in the rise. Ivan, can you get them to 700 at 670, the bid's here? At 670,000, looking for 700 even money at that. At 670, the bid. At 670,000, once. At 670, all done. At 700,000, welcome and best of luck at 700,000. Big bids, buy property at 7. At 700,000, fire with fire, so at 7 I have. At 700,000, fairly been offered, here my left. Against you in front at $700,000 the bid now. At 700, the bid. At 700,000, fairly been offered for the first call. At 700,000, all done. At 700,000, second call.
7 to 20.
At 20 now, short of my stride and take the 20. I'll take 10, ma'am, if it helps. Can I say 30? At 25, you drive a hard bargain, we'll go with you at 25. At 725, in the same courtesy at 5 if they like. At 725 in the bid's there. At 30, and welcome and best of luck at 30. At 730, at 35 now, at 735. At 735 now, and make it 40 at least. At 40 you got. At 740,000. At 740,000, bid there. At 45 now, at 745 the bid. At 745,000, got to be 50 now. At 745 I have. At 745,000, once at 745, all done. At 745,000, second call at 745, done. Finished. For the third and final call at $745,000 the bid. At 1, I'll take 2.5 if it helps, sir. Can I say 747.5? At 745 the bid's there. At 745 only the one. At 745,000, what's the bid, sir?
750, Rob.
I'll take the 50 here at 750 now, 55. At 755 now, at 755. 60. At 60 now, 760,000, man. We're on the market and selling. If you've come to buy, show me now at 65. At 61, at 761 now, at 761,000, sir, we're on the market and we are selling. I'm not going inside, not seeking instructions. If you've come to buy, you must bid me now or forever hold your peace. We're on the market, we play for keeps, we sell, no second chances. 761, bids here, keys are here, we're selling once at 76. At 762 now, at 65. The quick retort at 65, at 765,000. At 765,000, so if you want to buy, you're going to have to try a bigger bid than that at 65, and the bid's here. Sold the keys at 65. At 765, the bid now. At 765,000, how are we going on the phone, Ivan? Are they done?
Yeah, discussing now.
At 765, I don't have long, they need to let me know. At 765,000, we're done here, sir. At 66, at 766, welcome at 68. At 68 now. At 768,000, make it 70. At 768, 768, the bid's there. It's a late run, sir, make it count. At 768, the bid, we're on the market. We're selling. 768, bids here, keys are here. Once at 768, all done. At 70, and welcome back at 70. Back against you, ma'am. At 75, and a great bid at that. At 775,000, that's how you buy. Big bids, buy property. At 775, I've given you the same advice, sir, if you're here to buy. At 775,000, make it known now if you've come to buy, because we are selling at 775 now. First call at 775, all done. Second call at 775, done and finished. Third, final call at $775,000 the bid, all done, all finished, silent and out. We're done over here. Definitely done. Thank you very much for your bidding here today. At 775,000, need to know, yes or no, Ivan. At 775, sir, we done here? Absolutely done. At 76 now. At 77, 777, lucky sevens perhaps, ma'am. At 777, the bid. At 777,000. At 777,000, sir, we done over here. At 777, need instructions, Geo. At 777,000, fairly been offered, on the market, selling, playing for keeps. First call at 777, done. Second call at 777, done and finished. Third, final call, 777.
500.
At 777, what was that bid, sir? 780, I'll go with the 80. I heard the 80 behind, I'll just go with that. Round me off, make it easier. At 780,000. At 780,000, bid back there. You've got to be decisive if you want to buy. Ivan, yes or no? At 780,000 now, once, twice, third, final call at 780. Bids there, keys are there. All done, all finished, silent out. I'm going to knock it down now, sir. If you come to buy, you have to let me know right now because I'm selling. Are we done? First, second, third, final call at 780. We are selling, selling, selling. So, congratulations and well bid. Please join me in congratulating our purchasers and our vendors here today. You've just witnessed another successful Harcourts Rata & Co auction. Have a great weekend. See you again soon. Thank you. Well done. Congratulations. Great bidding. Well done.